Trundling through the back roads of a village in eastern France, behind the wheel of a long-haul truck. Mimi Duran sets the mood with her accordion. Her sister Huguette is driving. The world of long-haul trucking is traditionally a profession dominated by men, but increasingly women are invading this man's world. Huguette Duran with her family, 2 daughters, and she's a grandmother as well. She's been driving trucks for 35 years.
I have 2 lives. I have a life on the road, alone, with quite no responsibility, and I have my life here.
Huguette relishes her family life with her daughters, grandchildren and husband Christian. He's a truck driver too. At age 57, Huguette still loves to take to the road, a constant source of humour for those nearest and dearest to her. You were a truck driver when I met you. You found your ideal job, says Christian. What do you think about that? Huguette responds. I thought the firm was taking a big chance by hiring you. The time has arrived. I'm off on a road trip with Huguette. This is our vehicle.
May I introduce you my truck? My dear truck. It's a Renault and 520 horsepower.
The payload, 5 metric tons of silicon.
I feel safe because there are good brakes, there are big engine. Anyway, what I like is inside, because I'm a real lady and I love when it's comfortable.
She climbs aboard in a manner befitting a real lady.
Where are we going now? Now we are going to a very nice country, to Germany.
We take to the freeway, heading north towards Hanover, 1,000 kilometres away. This will be my world for the next day and a half, in the passenger seat, observing the life of a female trucker.
Friend of yours? No, but I'm a lady. I think that's all.
She's been at it since she was 22. She'd just finished her studies and prospects of getting a job were dim, so she gave truck driving a try. Back then, it took an entire year to find a driving school that accepted females. These days, it's not a problem.
There is some kind of mariage between the truck and the driver. I'm just a brain. And I have respect. I don't love it. It's stupid. It's just an engine. I don't love it. But it's a good wedding anyway.
In the afternoon, we make a pit stop in Luxembourg. Huguette tells me almost all the truckers do the same, because fuel prices are far lower than in France or Germany. Time to top up the tank.
It works.
It looks like she didn't get close enough.
I'm likely too far.
It appears to me that there's more to filling up a semi-truck than your average car.
Is it different than with a car?
No. The hole is bigger. The pipe is bigger. But no, it's not different.
Our first break. Time to stretch our legs and socialise a bit with some of the other truckers. Most are men, of course. Huguette is still something of an exception, especially in Germany. She says female truck drivers are almost unheard of here.
There are not so many ladies driving, so I think in Germany they look at me. Usually it's very nice. They smile. And you know, I represent French elegance. Oh my God.
Before I met Huguette, elegance was the last word I would have used to describe a female truck driver. She truly has retained her femininity. As the kilometres click by, we talk politics, discuss Napoleon and Joan of Arc. We talk about female journalists and women who drive for a living.
I'm quite sure there are not jobs for men and jobs for women. There are jobs you have to do, there are jobs for earning money, and it doesn't matter if you are a boy or a girl. If you don't need to have hair like this on your arms, why not? Why not?
We've been on the road for an entire day. Huguette spends a lot of time on the telephone. She and her husband own a haulage business. As boss, she actually should be sitting behind a desk rather than behind the wheel. Truth be told, she loves to drive. The same route once per week, I think it would get tiring after a while.
Wow! Look what's passing by. Look, I would love to have this. Yeah, it's very nice. I always say to my husband that when I will be retired, I want a camping car like this. But I will never go back home, of course.
We've reached our rest stop for the first day. This parking lot just outside of Cologne. Huguette says it's an ideal place for a good night's sleep.
Oh my God, I'm alright. My bedroom calls me. Come here, it's time.
In this case, the sleeper is right behind our seats.
And here is my bed, my bedroom. I have a light, I have my dog. It's not dangerous, it's a good one. And you know, here I sleep like a baby. I sleep like a baby, I feel safe. On this parking side there are some others trucks.
Vladimir and Gunther are parked nearby. I leave Huguette and find a room in a nearby pension. To be honest, I wasn't looking forward to spending the night in this parking lot.
To go there, okay, you understand? Yes.
The next morning it's my turn. My top speed is 3 kilometres an hour, making the rounds at a private parking area.
And you be careful, if a truck arrives in, you will have to stop. So never forget where are the brakes.
But where are the brakes?
It was, you're a good truck driver. Oh, look.
Thank you.
But I'll let a more experienced hand take over for the rest of the journey. If for some reason I can no longer make it as a journalist, I'll apply to work at Huguette's firm. After a day and a half of driving, we arrive at our destination, Hanover. For security reasons, I'm not allowed to be on hand as the truck is offloaded. But we will meet again. I wonder if you could drive a truck in these. It's a yearly reunion of French female truckers. 60 are on hand this time. All of them drive long-haul semi-trucks. Their organisation is called La Route à Féminine. Huguette Daran serves as vice president. Huguette asks if her black dress will look good in the photograph. They meet annually to talk about issues affecting them and, of course, to party. Is everyone here, she asks? Gather round. Let's get started. Annie Sedliger founded La Route à Féminine 20 years ago. Back then, female truckers were few and far between. Now she's 67 years old, France's oldest working truck driver. She's spent her entire adult life on the road. I've done it all, she says. Express deliveries, regional deliveries, nationwide and internationally, domestic and international. But I like long hauls the most. I have absolutely nothing against being on the road for a week or even 15 days. The association membership includes women from age 25 to 67. Each has her own story of how she ended up behind the wheel. Isabel shows off her Volvo. She specialises in transporting dangerous materials. Her home is in the Alsace region. She tells me that by age 13 she had a CB radio on her desk to listen in on conversations between truckers on the road. At some point she knew that that was the job for her. But there's a price to pay as well. She's always behind the wheel. There's the pressure of meeting deadlines. It's not the best paying job either. At age 67, Annie Sedliger still has to drive to earn a living. It's a tough job and women need to be particularly strong-willed.
We were not born driving a truck. We learned. I think perhaps the light difference between the others and us is that we think we can. We are sure that we can. We can go everywhere with any truck.
The next freighting contract is waiting, and the lure of the open road calls as well. Huguette says she'll drive for one more year. Her husband wants her to spend more time at home. It will certainly be a difficult adjustment.